Well, happy weekend, Knicks Nation. I hope you're enjoying your weekend and that your family is enjoying the weekend and that you and your family are safe and healthy this weekend and that your needs in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being provided for this weekend. Uh, Man, a lot going on this week. Of course, we're talking about the New York Knicks. So one of the biggest franchises, historical franchises, one of the most loved franchises in the world in terms of sports, particularly pro basketball. So there's always stuff going on. There's always rumors. There's always this and there's always that in Knicks Nation. So most of the time, and first, let me welcome all of you who are here. Webb, Glenn Costin, my brother Guilford McCormick, Joe Curry, my brother once a Nick, always a Nick. What's up? Jose Vasquez, my brother superstar Ron Cohen, CW Flash, my brother Diamond Holdings, George Thomas, the only Dim Dawson, Jeek Bostino, Michael Drake. What's up? The usual suspects. How are all y'all doing? I hope you're all enjoying the end of your weekend as we're now in Sunday, the only end of the weekend here. So here we are. And there's a lot. I didn't see David Byer. Hello. Some of the names just coming up. So don't be, I'm not ignoring you. It's just that I didn't see you yet. Hello, David Byer. What's up? So there's a lot going on. And I'd like to discuss, but let's talk about the least, I don't want to say the least important because they're all important, but the one that's the least impact is the strong possibility, which makes perfect sense, that the Knicks would bring Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy along with Mike Breen to do the broadcast for the Knicks as Clyde Frazier might be, taking a more of a lesser role, put it that way. Clyde is in his 70s, maybe even approaching his 80s. Let's just see Clyde Frazier, Walt Frazier. Yeah, he's 78. So, you can't expect Walt Frazier to be continuing a grind, of the broadcasters' grind. And it is a grind. They travel with the team and they are on the road a lot. Clyde is 78 years old, so we don't want, he is stepping back a little bit. Hello, Miss Stevenson, how you doing? And everybody in the chat. Yeah, so it makes sense that he would take more of a back seat now. And now you're talking about bringing perfect to me, Mark Jackson, St. John's, played in New York and from New York, played at St. John's, played for the Knicks. Been wanting to coach the Knicks for a while, as we all know, and has a lot of support in Knicks Nation. Perfect, and he's a really good broadcaster. Mark Jackson knows his basketball, and it comes through when he's talking on the mic. To me, perfect. Jeff Van Gundy, former assistant coach, former head coach in New York. I'm not as excited about his broadcasting as I am about Mark Jackson. But again, it's good to have a New York crew, a real New York crew. If you're going to replace a Clyde Frazier, a Hall of Famer, both as a basketball player and as an announcer, it should be noted, Walt Clyde Frazier, Hall of Famer both as a basketball player and as an announcer for basketball. If you're going to try to replace somebody of that ilk, I don't think you can do any better than what we're talking about here. So I'm very excited for the possibility. It hasn't been announced as any certainty, but it just makes too much sense not to have Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy on board for the Knicks games. It just makes too much sense. So, especially after NBC, was it ESPN, whoever let them go, fine. So the Knicks, their loss is the Knicks' gain in this scenario. It'd be great to have them on board. And again, listening to them for the Knicks games would be a treat, to me, would be a treat every night. So it'd be great. Hello, Craig. Hello, Coach Hauser, Andrew Abraham, Shifty Lee. What's up, my man? Jeffrey Nussbaum. How y'all doing? George Thomas, Deshaun Wilson. Good afternoon to all of you. I hope everybody is safe and healthy out here in Knicks Nation. But yeah, so having those three, to me, I'm just prejudiced. I'm going to admit I'm prejudiced. That's the best in the NBA. I'm not, Mike Breen and Walt Clyde Frazier was my favorite, but now you bring in Mark Jackson. If you're going to replace a Walt, you're bringing in Mark Jackson. You're bringing in Jeff Van Gundy, New York people. No, he's just taking a back seat. Let's not get it twisted. Clyde is not being fired. Clyde is not retiring. Clyde is 78 years old right now. So he's taking a little bit less of a role. He's not going to be able to do the grind that he's been doing for some almost 40 something years now with the Knicks. He's just not up to the task as he used to be, as you shouldn't, nobody would expect him to be. So you're going to bring in a crew that's going to, step in for him. And you can't get much better than these two guys, with Mike Breen. And they've all worked together. And Craig, don't get carried away. Stop it. I didn't say no more Clyde. I said he's taking a backseat. Calm down. Let's try to be cool, Knicks Nation. I know it's difficult for some of y'all. Let's be cool, all right? We'll be all right, all right? We'll be all right. Nobody's saying Clyde is gone, all right? So let's calm down a little bit. But he's going to take a bit of a back seat, again, because of his age and because of the grind that it takes on him. So you get these two gentlemen in there, and this is going to be really good. Yeah, it's going to be good. Carlos Delgado, what's up? Lee Thomas, how y'all doing? So I would expect more of Clyde to be on the radio for the Knicks, because he don't have to go too many places to be on the radio. He could be local a lot of time and do the radio show. So I'm very happy about this. I hope it really becomes official that they bring Van Gundy and Jackson in, praise, I'm just really happy about that. So yeah, you cannot replace a Walt Frazier. I mean, he is, for a reason, he is a icon behind the mic. I mean, his phrases that we all know, we've all been hearing for many decades. You can't replace, not only that, Walt Clyde Frazier and Mike Breen together have been, to me, if you listen to other teams' broadcasters, their home-based broadcasters, like you listen to Cleveland or you listen to Boston or you listen to any of these guys, they might as well have on pom-poms. I mean, right? Y'all heard, like you listen to Cleveland or you listen to Indiana with Buckner, you listen to these guys, they might as well just put pom-poms on and put the little dresses on and be cheerleaders, right? I mean, none of their teams ever get a foul. They're totally biased for their team. And that's cool, I guess. But with Bream and Walt, you got a New York vibe, you got a reality vibe, you got a more balanced vibe than you get with these other squads. Like I said, Heinsohn was bad, but still, you got the redheaded guy, I forgot his name, but you got the redheaded dude over there, and then you got in Austin Carr and them in Cleveland is ridiculous, and Quinn Buckner is ridiculous in Indiana. They out of their mind crazy, like they just totally cheerleaders. They might as well put the pom-poms on and be cheerleaders, because that's how they act when they recording the game. But when you listen to Bream and Walt and Clyde, it's balanced, it's real. Clyde does it in such a professional way. He's still pulling for the Knicks, but he's not being ridiculous. Y'all know what I'm saying? He's not being ridiculous about it. And I can expect the same thing from, Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, and Jeff Van Gundy. They're going to pull for the Knicks, but they're going to be more balanced in their analysis, which is going to be good, man. It's really going to be good. So I'm very happy for us to be getting this. Hey, Knicks Deli, Prim, Chat 2, glad to see you guys. Hope everybody's safe and healthy. But yeah, it's going to be good. All right. So that I wanted to talk about that first because I am excited about that. I didn't even think about it when Mark and Jeff Van Gundy were let go, by ESPN and them. I didn't think about the possibility of them coming to New York. But then when they mentioned it this week, it made perfect sense because Clyde, like I said, he's 78 years old. He's going to be, and I think next spring he turns 79. So he's going to take a back seat. He's not officially retiring. They would never retire him unless he decides to retire because he's that type of icon in New York. I mean, really and truly, honestly, if there's anybody that's going to get a statue in front of Madison Square Garden, it'd be Walt Frazier. It'd be Walt Frazier. There's not even something you need to discuss. In terms of, you just got to discuss what it's going to look like. But you're going to put a statue in front of Madison Square Garden, it's Walt Frazier. Okay, and you could do it in his suit as an announcer or as a ball player because he's an icon like that, right? So he got carte blanche in New York. That's Walt Clyde Frazier. But again, because he is older, he is now stepping down a little bit. So you want, bring in a couple of younger guys, that could so he give a couple of younger guys. So so that's a no-brainer. This is a beautiful thing. That if they do this, it'd be a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. The next thing, we're gonna talk about Giannis. But before we talk about Giannis, I want to talk about one of the how can I say it? One of the issues, points, things that leads up to Giannis. 2. 1, Emmanuel Quickley. Yes, Emmanuel Quickley. Let's talk about Emmanuel Quickley for a minute. First of all, let me just tell y'all straight up, they're going to extend Emmanuel Quickley. So let's not even talk about the speculation as if it's speculation. I know y'all some of y'all crave the drama. Cool, but no, not with this. They're going to extend the IQ. There's no doubt about it. Let's not trip. Let's stop tripping on that. All right. As you might be able to ascertain, I'm not one that's into drama. And I understand in sports and entertainment, drama is part of the deal and people love that. Cool. Me, I'm more straightforward. I'm more like focused on the Knicks, on winning and getting this thing together. I don't care about the drama. In fact, it turns me off, right? So they're going to sign IQ. Let's stop tripping. They're going to sign it, all right? He's going to get his money. He's going to get his money. And then let's go to part 2 of this. A lot of idiots going to come up with this, but that's the poison pill. What the hell is wrong with y'all, man? Let's first of all, any poison pill would be if they traded Emmanuel Quickley before his new contract kicks in. We understand it? Everybody got that? I mean, is that cool? Everybody got that? So the poison pill would really kick in if he was traded prior to July of next year. That's not going to happen. Wait, you ready? So can we end the poison pill BS right now? Stop the poison pill drama? Can we? If he was traded, he's not going to be traded before July of next year. Okay? Not going to happen. It's not happening. Y'all got me? Okay, so far. Let's take this one step at a time and not jump ahead, all right? You got me? I want to make sure because so they're going to extend him, okay? And he's not going anywhere until at the earliest July of next year. He's not going anywhere. Now, second part of this. Okay, so IQ is going to get his money. I don't know what exactly it's going to be, but it's going to be between $20 million a year and $25 million a year. He's going to get his money. Okay, so now it doesn't count against this year's cap. So y'all, again, let's go. Let's wake up now. It's for next year. It's not this year's cap. It's for next year. All right, y'all got me? Are y'all ready? IQ can make whatever he wants to make. Craig, stop tripping. Craig, you have some espresso today or something? You come in here tripping. Stop tripping. He can get whatever he wants. He's an NBA player. Get whatever he wants. What's wrong with y'all? Anyway, so he's going to get his money. Number one, he's not going to be traded before July of next year if he gets traded. Number two, And let's go to number three. Number three. Evan Fournier is in the last year of his deal. The Knicks are not going to pick up his option next year. They're going to renounce him. So you can forget Evan Fournier. Are we? All right? So y'all can stop tripping about Evan Fournier in the deal. Evan Fournier might be traded before next July. Yes. Okay? So let's calm down on, let's include Evan Fournier in the Giannis deal. It's not going to work. All right? Stop. All right? I want to make sure we're all on the same page here because I've been hearing some crap from some of y'all. All right? So forget Evan Fournier. Forget Evan Fournier. They're signing IQ. He's going to get his money. I don't know exactly how much, but he's going to get his money. His money doesn't count until next season. There's going to be no poison pill problem because he's not going anywhere until at least July next year. All right? Now, number four. When you look back on it, instead of tripping with the media, you look back on it, the Knicks have put themselves, not by luck, not by happenstance, they have put themselves in the strongest position to get Giannis. And I'll explain to you why in a minute. They have put themselves That is the management team. That is the performance of the Knicks players, including Tom Thibodeau. They have put themselves in the best position to get Giannis. I'll tell you why. Okay? From day one, I've been telling y'all, the Don is playing chess and y'all still thinking checkers. And I understood at the time why you were thinking checkers, because the Knicks have been playing checkers for the last 25 years. So some of y'all like, well, they still playing checkers and you got that, that checker mentality. But you didn't recognize when they hired Leon Rose, the chess game started. Not just a chess game, multiple level chess. This cat came in the door playing chess. But some of y'all didn't recognize it. Okay? And all of them chess moves he was making from 3 years ago is now coming to fruition. That's why I'm telling y'all, it's not happenstance, it's not luck, it's skill, it's planning, it's long-term planning that got the Knicks in this position. And y'all need to give Leon and Tibbs their flowers. Y'all need to do that and stop tripping about what they can't do. Okay? Stop tripping. Stop going with the media trip and thinking you in vogue. You not in vogue. You sounding silly because they sounding silly. Okay? The Knicks did work. And this is why they're in this position right here. All kind of number one picks. All kind of young talent. Okay? And look here. A playoff team. That's what we got right now. A certifiable playoff team. That's what we got. Okay? No, it's not by accident. Look, and no superstar. And they're a certifiable playoff team. This is what you want. This is what you want going into year 4. This is what you want. Okay? This is what you want. Now, let me also say this to y'all. Now let's get into the meat of the situation. First off, because of the team we now have, and I mean the team we now have, no more additions. Because of the team we now have, the Knicks are in a position to make a serious run this year. Unless you take out any injury bug that may come. Injury bug can affect anybody. It could change the trajectory of anybody. Again, we've seen what happened with Milwaukee last year. You've seen what happened with the Clippers. Those are the biggest two examples that I can name. But you know, your superstars or your stars or your main players start getting hurt and missing significant time. It's going to change the trajectory of your team, right? So you understand that. So a Milwaukee can get all jogged up because Giannis just twisted an ankle or something. And then, of course, you got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard missing any time at all. And they're done too. So it can happen to anybody. Of course, you got the Lakers with Ambulance Anthony, and then of course you got LeBron getting older, still tough, but getting older. And you know anybody can be affected by the injury bug. So I want to throw that out there because I don't want none of you knuckleheads. With some of y'all gonna come in, yes, said they were gonna win, and they lost, and you know, and Randall was out, and Brunson was out, and everybody's out, and they having a hard time, and y'all still coming that was that foolishness, okay? Injury bug notwithstanding, and the Knicks have been very good of overcoming injury bug. If y'all recall, they dealt with the loss of Mitchell Robinson in the first year of Thibodeau, and they replaced him with Nerlens Noel. Made Nerlens Noel. Tibbs had Nerlens Noel looking like a daggone all-NBA defender. Then the second year, if you remember the COVID year, missing all kind of players at all kind of times, and they still come through with 37 wins. Then the third year, last year, 5th in the East. Okay. Julius Randle hurt his ankle bad. As we know now, he needed surgery. Came back against Cleveland, hurt it again. And the Knicks were 5th in the East, second round, took Miami 6 games. They could even win 7 games. Miami ends up going to the finals. So it wasn't like the Knicks lost to those scrub team. Okay. So this is where we at right now. With this team, the Knicks can reach the ECF. I'm telling you, with this team, the Knicks have the talent and the capability to reach the Eastern Conference Finals. I know you're going to hear all of these big programs and talking about, oh, man, this guy's ridiculous. Can they make the play-in? It's going to be just like that every year, okay? But once they start flowing, and this again, listen, you got to give them their time, even with this team, because of the fact that they're coming in knowing each other with more continuity. I don't think a season has come like this in terms of continuity. I can't even remember the last time they had this kind of continuity. Man, it's hard to remember. It was probably in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken, that they knew who was starting. They knew who their starting 5 was. That was probably back when Patrick Ewing was the starting center and they was rolling like that. It's been a long time since they had this type of continuity. So they got continuity like they've never had. It's still a defensive-oriented team, but some of y'all sleeping on them offensively. They was top 11 last year offensively. Some of y'all still sleeping on them. I'm not saying it's fancy. I'm not saying it's exciting looking, but daggone it, it's effective. Period. Okay? It's effective. Now, with that all in mind, if they stay healthy, they can make the ECF this year. If they make the ECF this year, listen to me carefully. Now, let me back that up. If they get past the first round this year, if they get past the first round, okay, this year, Giannis is probably 75% coming to New York. I'm going to put it as a conservative figure because I'm trying to be conservative. I don't want to trip. Y'all know I don't like drama, so I'm trying not to trip. It's about 70. If they get past the first round with this team and they make a strong second round run and don't let them reach the ECF, Giannis is about 75% certain coming to New York. Okay, I'm going to say it just like that. And the only reason, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was all these Giannis rumors, and I told y'all that was BS at the time. Some of y'all remember that. You know why? Because most of the time, there's a lot of rumors involving the Knicks, and about 95% of the time, it's bullcrap from people trying to get clicks. And y'all know I ain't lying. And some of the people out here, especially some of these younger people, they just like catnip. Oh, we're getting Giannis. Oh, we're getting Kawhi. Oh, they're all coming to New York. We need to trade all of our guys. There's a lot of that. So most of the time, my policy is it's bullcrap unless I hear it from the player or one of the 3 wise men, Begley, Wojnarowski, or Shams. If I hear from one of them, it's got possibilities. And if the player himself says something, well, then you could take it. Yeah, forget, you win bag, ESPN, Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Some of y'all need to learn to stop listening to these clowns. And that's what they are, entertainment clowns with microphones in their hands. That's all. Okay, that's all. And a lot of guys like Winbag and Broussard, their career, and I'm not begrudging the guy trying to make his money in his field, right? But guys like Broussard and Winbag, they made their money on LeBron James. That's how they did it. They got connected with LeBron's people, and so they became experts on LeBron. This is back when LeBron was first in Cleveland the first time, and then going to Miami. Everybody was going to Broussard and going to Winbag about LeBron, right? Because they were experts on LeBron. That's how they made their career. Okay, fine. But don't ever think these guys know anything about the New York Knicks, y'all, because they don't. They don't. And you know what? I'm not even knocking SAS. You know why? I'm not knocking Stephen A. Smith. You know why? He's a clown, but he's paid to be a clown. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, if somebody paid you $5 to $10 million a year to put a red nose on and a bozo head on and big shoes on and told you to be a clown on TV for $5 to $10 million a year, be real. Would you do it? Would you do it? So you get a 5-year contract to be bozo. Would you do it? I would. Yeah, I'm doing it. You get a 5-year contract to be bozo? Sign me up. Guaranteed money? Done. Where those at? Where the big shoes at? Where the red hair at? Put that white thing on my face. Give me my money. So Stephen A. is paid to be bozo. But some of y'all don't recognize that he's being paid to be bozo. And some of y'all take this Negro too seriously. That's all I'm saying. You can't take him seriously. You can't. You can't take him seriously. I'm talking about, listen, am I lying if I say, listen, y'all, we New York Knicks Nation, we serious basketball fans. Am I right? We serious basketball fans. We not. If we wanted to go to the circus and see Barnum and Bailey, that's something, okay. But we serious basketball fans. So you can't come to us with any kind of BS and expect us to just buy it. Some of y'all take some of these guys too seriously. You need to understand, Max Kellerman is a former fake rapper. Am I lying? He's a former fake rapper. He wanted to be Vanilla Ice. And somebody decided to give him a platform with the connects. You know how they do. Give him the platform. He has no idea. The closest sport Max Kellerman might know something about, in my view, is boxing. Boxing. Max Kellerman, I'll give him a little bit when it comes to the boxing. Okay? I'll give him a little bit when it comes to the boxing. But come on, with basketball, you can't take these guys seriously. You must understand. They're being paid. It's called ESPN, right? Entertainment Sports Network. They're trying to entertain. And so they hire clowns that's going to entertain you. I look at that. Sometimes I get between laughing because it's so ridiculous or frustrated because I know they're lying. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay? So I don't even watch it no more. In fact, I got to give ESPN their props because they're one of them type of outlets that caused me to start this Raw Hebrew Remnant channel on the Knicks, because I was getting so frustrated between frustration and laughing at them and people taking them seriously. I said, okay, we got to do something about this because this is a little bit ridiculous. Thanks for the $5, 2189 top 10 offense, top 5 defense, ECF contender. That's New York Knicks all up in there. That's right. We can still afford to run the finals and sell out also without selling out. So that's correct. Exactly right. So, yeah. So, I mean, can't take some of these guys seriously. But the Knicks have a very high chance, if they have a solid season, as I am expecting a 50-plus win season. The Knicks do 50-plus wins. They'll get to the first round. They should win the first round playoffs, and they have a chance to go to the ECF. And you need a couple of balls to bounce your way for any team to go to the ECF, right? But Giannis is probably 75% coming to New York in that scenario. So let's talk about why and how. See, now, exact parameters are difficult to gauge right now. Some of y'all not going to like some of the things I'm going to tell you, but you know me, and you know I don't care. Y'all know me, and you know I don't give a crap, you know. But so let me tell you how this is going to work. And we know y'all was, and listen, some of y'all know the truth. Last year before, y'all was all up in Tibbs' grill. Fire him because he farted on the sideline. Fire him because I don't like his shirt. Fire him because he gained weight. Fire Tibbs because he didn't play RJ enough. Fire Tibbs. Y'all was firing Tibbs, and I kept putting these videos up saying, I got Tibbs back. Because some of y'all was straight tripping. Straight tripping. Craig said the opposite of what's going to happen. Craig, no, that's not true. That is not happening. In fact, Quentin Grimes is one of the few that's completely off limits, and he's not going nowhere. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Yeah, IQ going to get his bag before game one, Andrew Kim. I don't know about training camp, but before game one, knowing the Don, they might try to get it done before the camp is over. But IQ going to get his money. So don't worry about IQ. He's going to be here. And I'm going to tell you why also, aside from the obvious, that the talent, aside from that, he's a big piece of what the Knicks do. And he's a big piece of a run. We're talking about an Eastern Conference Finals run. You're not making it without an Emmanuel Quickley. Okay, you're not doing it. So you need an Emmanuel Quickley. You also need to go back and look at IQ against Boston and against the top teams in the league. You know, you need an IQ. Okay, you're gonna need him. Okay, but let's talk about this first. Now when we're talking about Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, what we sometimes as Knicks Nation tend to do is look at trades only from the Knicks perspective. You can't do that. You got to look at it squarely balanced from both sides. Y'all getting me so far? You can't just look at it from the Knicks perspective, because then you're going to come up with some dumb trades, some lopsided stuff that don't make no sense. Okay? You gotta look at it from both teams, and you got to look at it as if you were the president of basketball operations of the other team. What would you do as the president of basketball operations of another team? That's how you got to look at it. So you can't just look at it from a Knicks perspective. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo has, after this season, he has one more year left on his deal. He can sign an extension. He's already said he's not. This is what's causing all of the rumors. He's talked about his love for New York to the New York Times. The New York Times. And he said he's not signing an extension. Okay? So that puts him in play. That's what makes this real. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be talking about it. But that's what makes this real. Okay? That's what makes this real. Just got real. Right there. Now, let me tell you why Milwaukee is definitely, not possibly, definitely letting Giannis go next summer. Y'all ready? I'm saying the Knicks are in the driver's seat, but not the only team. We're going to talk about that. But the Milwaukee Bucks, if they have any sense at all, let's look at Milwaukee's scenario. So for 24-25, we're not even talking about this year. We're talking about next year, 24-25. Giannis is due to get paid. He's owed $49 million for 24-25. He'll be 30 years old in his prime, 24-25. And I think I'm not looking at a 30-year-old Giannis the way I might look at other players that are 30. I'm looking at Giannis 30 as if LeBron was 30 in terms of what they have left in the tank. Are y'all following me so far? Because of how well he keeps his body in shape, because of how dedicated he is to the game. I am looking at Giannis. 30 is not 30 with Giannis. Okay. I take Giannis all the way up to 34 and not worry about it. That's number one. I need y'all to understand that. So I'm looking at 30-year-old Giannis like he was 30-year-old LeBron. He's not going to be losing too much. He might even get better. That's what I'm thinking about Giannis, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, he's owed $49 million in 24-25. He'll be 30 years old. Okay. Before we get there, even this coming season, the Bucks are in a $50 million luxury tax. That means, aside from all the salaries, they got to pay $50 million in tax off the top of their profits. Now, the NBA is a profit-sharing league. Your profits get reduced by your tax. Y'all hearing me so far? I want to make sure y'all got this now. Y'all hearing me so far? You're talking about a $50 million luxury tax for Milwaukee coming this year. That's what they're going to have to pay. Okay? And it would be worse in 24-25 if they keep Giannis. Now, okay, that's big money. Y'all got me? Testing, right? See? Y'all got me? That's big money. Big money. So, you're a businessman. You're a businessman. Okay? This is what you're looking at. You're looking at a $50 million luxury tax. You're looking at a Holiday, Jrue Holiday. He's going to be 34. He's making $38 million in 24-25. You're looking at Chris Middleton. He's going to be 33. He's making $31 million in 24-25. You're looking at Brook Lopez. He's going to be 36 and he's making $23 million. You've already won a championship. Giannis has got 2 MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm thinking you blow this thing up. If I'm the businessman, you're a businessman now. Think like a businessman. You want to try to take a chance and run it back and get another $50 million luxury tax? Or worse even? And don't win a championship? Much this, you're going to lose in the first round and pay $50 million in luxury taxes? Wait, are you hearing me? You're going to lose in the first round and pay $50 million in luxury tax. That's not good business, is it? That's not even, that's idiotic business. Am I not? And not only that, let's look at Milwaukee. Would you consider them a large market? Would you consider them a large market? Is Milwaukee a big market team? Do they got New York style or even Houston style or Dallas style or Miami style or LA style? They got any of that? Nope. They more closer to Minneapolis, Minnesota, right? Than they are to anything else, right? That's what we're talking about. So you're a businessman. You take your biggest asset, Giannis, you sell him for what you can get. Am I lying to y'all? Does that make sense to y'all? If you, the owner of the Bucks, you the group that owns the Bucks, you paying out $50 million in luxury tax off your profits. You got to break this thing up. You got to tear it up. What do you want? What does any team want when they're getting ready to be built? They want young assets and they want draft capital. Am I correct? They want the best young assets they could get, and they want most draft capital they could get. Am I lying? Y'all with me so far? So if I'm Milwaukee, there is no way I'm keeping Giannis past next year. There is no way I'm doing that. I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm not doing that. I'm cleaning these books up. So now you move Giannis and replace him with young assets and draft capital. You got to still pay Holiday, Middleton, and Lopez, but you only got to do it one more year. Okay? And then you can get rid of them. You might even be able to buy some of them out. Okay? Wait, hold on, Shifty Lee. Let's go one step at a time here. No, let's not get ahead. Follow me now. Okay? One step at a time. So you are trading Giannis next summer. That's number one. We need to understand. You are trading Giannis next summer. Now, you're going to hear a lot from the media about who has the most assets to get for Giannis. That's what you're going to hear. And you're going to hear a lot about Oklahoma City and Houston because they got the most assets. They got the most draft capital. They got young assets. And that's true, right? But couple things we need to keep in mind. Couple things. Number one, whoever gets Giannis Antetokounmpo has a 1-year rental unless he signs an extension. You following me so far? So in other words, let's say Houston came up with 8 number 1 picks, and gave you, let's say they gave you, let me see, let's say they gave you Josh Green, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, 6 number 1 picks, right? And that was for Giannis, right? That would be type of package they'd probably get, right? So what the problem is, you need Giannis to sign an extension. Otherwise, you just gave up all that for a 1-year rental. Y'all understanding me so far? So next summer, they got to balance what they can get with who Giannis is going to extend with. Y'all following me so far? Everybody got me? Okay, everybody I want to make sure we're on the same page, y'all. Joe Curry, you're going to be my bellwether, because you okay, Joe Curry, you're my bellwether. I'm gonna use this. If Joe, if you get it, Curry, if you got it, I'm going to assume everybody else got it. You got me, Joe Curry? Joe Curry, you got me? So next summer, if whatever team, they got a 1-year rental, that's all they got, unless he extends with them. So what does that mean? That means they got to agree with Giannis. Giannis has to agree on where he's going. Otherwise, he's not going to extend. Otherwise, all the assets they would get is for a 1-year rental. Okay? So Giannis got to say in where he's going. Giannis got to say in where he's going. Okay. So if you're the owner of the Bucks, you trading Giannis. There's no doubt you trading him next year, because you're not going to get another chip with this team. You're just not. And don't let them lose in the first round again this year. Oh my God. They got to make the Eastern Conference Finals to have a chance to keep Giannis. To have any chance. If they lose in the first or second round, it's over, y'all. He's leaving. Okay, he's leaving. I'm going to tell you right now, he's leaving. If they lose in the first or second round, he's gone. Now, what you going to get for him? We talked about Houston. What I did is I went to the 3 teams that really have a shot: New York, Oklahoma City, and Houston. Now, every team is going to be involved with this game. Let's not front now. Like any team in the NBA are going to try to put together a package to get Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you would do it too if it was you. Every team. And I took like teams in the worst situation. Like if you have the Clippers will be willing to give up one of them 2 dudes. You're talking about, PG-13 or Kawhi, plus whatever, and to get Giannis. And you can never sleep on Pat Riley. You could never sleep on him. So Pat Riley will probably trade everything on that team except Bam. If I'm him, I'm keeping Bam, and anything else could go to get Giannis. If I'm Miami, okay? You can never sleep on Pat Riley. Okay, you can never sleep on him. So and then you got like an Atlanta. And if I'm Atlanta, I'm keeping Trae Young, and I'm keeping I need a 5, so I'm keeping either Capella or I'd rather keep Onyeka, but Milwaukee probably would want Onyeka, which I would too. But everybody else could go, and I'm doing that. So every team could do that. Every team in the league could do that. Every team would say, "I'll give you whatever you want. Just, I need these 2 players, and then you give me Giannis." Every team in the league could do that. Okay? Every team. And you're going to see a lot of teams doing that. But if you're Giannis, the whole reason this is possible, the whole reason is because you want to win a championship. You're not just trying to contend. If you're Giannis Antetokounmpo, you've been to the mountaintop. You're leaving a city that loves you, and you were not going to leave this city that loves you. And you've been to got the chip already for a building team. You need something that's ready to contend now. Okay, that's what you need. So if Miami was to trade everybody and leave Giannis and Bam with a bunch of tough roughnecks, he ain't going there. Okay? He ain't going there. So you got to go with what Giannis is looking for. Now, as far as package, Houston, I looked at what the realistic number ones they can give. Houston, realistically, over the next 24, 25, and 26. Remember, they can't give their own picks more than 2 years in a row. They can go every other year. So 24, 25, 26, Houston, with what they have themselves and what they have gotten from other teams, is realistically capable of giving 5 number ones in 3 seasons. The reason I limited the 3 seasons, because if you're Milwaukee, though you have to blow this up, though you have to rebuild, you'd like the rebuild time to start as soon as possible, and you'd like it to be as short as possible. Does that make sense, y'all? So you need some assets you can get in the next 3 seasons, plus some young talent. Y'all got me? So I'm looking at 3 years. So 24, 25, 26, they can give up 5 number ones comfortably. They'll have Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, and they got young players in Green. They got young players in Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, Sengun, and Tari Eason. That's really what they got. Now, you're Giannis. Can you win a chip with that? It's possible, but I'm not going for that. If I'm Giannis, Houston's a nice city, but I'm not going for that. Joe Curry, you following what I'm saying? Can I win a chip with that? I mean, we can contend, but can we win a chip? I can contend in Milwaukee with a whole bunch of old head Geritol crew. I can contend in Milwaukee. But why am I going to Houston and then we're going to be having to take another 2 or 3 seasons to try to get this together? So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Okay, let's look at Oklahoma City. This is a little bit better. Even though the city itself, right? I mean, who the hell wants to live in Oklahoma City? I mean, really? Okay, but look, Oklahoma City over 24, 25, 26 can give you 6 number ones comfortably. I'm talking about comfortably. They can give you 6 number ones. You got SGA, who's only going to be 25. You got Josh Giddey. You got Dort, who's better than most people understand. Dort is better than most people understand. Dort has all NBA defensive ability, okay? And he can hit an open 3. Then you got Chet Holmgren, who hasn't yet proven he can play more than 50 games in an NBA season. I mean, right? I mean, they got to be real about it. Chet Holmgren hasn't proven he can play more than 50 games in an NBA season yet. So you can't really count on him. Then you got Jay Will. You got 2 Jay Wills, actually. One we know is the rookie of the year dude is really good. Then they got the other guy who's not bad either, and they got them both on rookie deals. So that is a strong possibility. But let me ask you again. Giannis is going to be 30. He's going to win. He wants to win a chip. Can he do it in Oklahoma City? It's got to be. You got to say it's possible. It's possible. Especially you get an SGA, a Dort, a Giddey, and then you have Jay Will. Now, remember now, they're going to have to give up some young assets. We know they can give up the 6 number ones, but Milwaukee's going to want some young assets. They'll probably ask for SGA. They may not get him. I think realistically they could get Giddey and Dort, maybe Holmgren, Giddey, and Dort. They'll get that. So with what's left, can Giannis win a chip? I don't know about that one. Especially, he's coming out of a small market in Milwaukee. Does he want to go to an even smaller market in Oklahoma City? I'm sorry. I'm not buying that. I'm just telling y'all. What you think? Joe Curry, talk to me. I'm not buying that. Joe, what you think? I don't think so. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Right. And the money got to match on top of it. So you talking about Shea, and you got to add other. See, so they can give you a nice offer, but I'm not doing that. If I am Giannis, I say no. I'm not signing an extension with you. You trade for me, you're getting a 1-year rental. Okay. Now, let's talk about the New York Knicks. Realistically, I looked at New York's draft capital for the next 3 seasons. They got a lot of draft capital. There's a lot of stuff may not come to fruition, right? But realistically, over the next 3 seasons, 24, 25, and 26, the Knicks can comfortably give them 5 number ones. That's a lot. Y'all follow me? The Knicks can comfortably give them 5 number ones. Okay? Now, That's why now they're going to sign Emmanuel Quickley. He's going to get between 20 and 25 million per season. Okay? All right. Let's take off the table. Jalen Brunson isn't going anywhere. And I'm telling you right now, Quentin Grimes ain't going nowhere. Both championship pieces. Brunson because he's Brunson, and Grimes because he's on his rookie deal. The Knicks are not giving him up. The money won't work, and they're not giving him up. But listen. Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Mitchell Robinson are all possibilities. And y'all know I'm Mitch Rob Hive. Y'all know that. But I got to be real. These are possibilities. I'm not saying all four of them are going to go. No, they're not. But I'm saying you got to look at this because of the money. You're talking about matching a $50 million contract. Okay? I know. But look, the Knicks have multiple ways they can go here. Multiple ways they can go. If you're Milwaukee, you're going to ask for the world, but you're not going to get it, especially if he wants to go to New York. But you're going to get some players. So you get the 5 number ones. I'm taking Emmanuel Quickley if I'm them. Why? Because he's my new starting point guard in Milwaukee. So far, I'm taking Emmanuel Quickley. He's going to bring about 20. Let's make it a median between 20 and 25 million. That's 22 million right there. That's 22 million. He's my starting point guard for the future. Emmanuel Quickley, if I'm Milwaukee. Okay? Now, depending on how they want to go, do they want to go with Mitch Rob, who's 15 million? If they did that, it's not enough. Mitch Rob is getting 15 million. Emmanuel, let's say 22. That's only 37. You need some more money. You maybe could trade Dante DiVincenzo. Maybe you could do that. Or Josh Hart, you could possibly do that. And now you're talking about 49. Now you're in the neighborhood. But if you're Milwaukee, what do you want? I want another starter. So I got a starter in IQ. I need another starter. Y'all follow me so far? Yeah, you got to bring ass to get ass. There's no doubt about it. Coach Howell is right. You got to bring ass to get ass. Don't think you're going to get this done with Giannis Antetokounmpo for nothing. It ain't happening. So I want another starter. So I'm looking at either Randall or RJ. Mitch Rob, I can include him, but see, now I got 2 starters. I got Mitch Rob, I got Quickley, and then, you might include, again, a bench piece like a Dante or a Josh Hart, and you're still covered because you got Deuce. So you still cover. You're not really losing a lot. But if you're Milwaukee, I want Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett. I want both of them. And you got to give me either Mitchell Robinson or Julius Randle. I think the Knicks give them Mitch Rob, and I'll tell you why. Giannis can play the 5. You follow me? Giannis can play the 5. I'd hate to lose Mitchell Robinson. He is the anchor of the defense. If I got to give up Julius Randle, okay, then I reduce now because I'm giving you Julius Randle like 28 million. I'm giving you 23 million, $22 million. Emmanuel Quickley, you got your 50 million. You got your 5 number ones. I might throw in a Dante or a Josh Hart with that, but that's what you got. I'm keeping Mitchell Robinson. Okay. Y'all following me so far? Hey, Joe, where you at? Where Joe at? You follow me so far? I'll make sure you're catching that. Giannis can play the 5. And you still got Sims, right? Giannis can play the 5. Okay, he can. So if you combining a Giannis Antetokounmpo with a Julius Randle, damn, you got a team. So you got Giannis, Julius Randle. Let's say you lost RJ. You just slide Q-Dog into the 3 spot. You still got Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Deuce McBride. You still got Jalen Brunson. You still got Giannis at the 5, a Hartenstein backing him up. You got a hell of a team. Okay, you're talking about Giannis, MVP Giannis. You got a hell of a team. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis. Not only that, I gotta believe if Giannis is on this team with Randall plays better defense. Y'all follow me? If Giannis is on this team with Julius Randle plays better defense. He's not going to be just slacking on defense with Giannis there next to him. That's not going to happen. Okay, so yeah, so now you got a defensive crew. I mean, if you started DiVincenzo at the 2 and you got Brunson, DiVincenzo, I'm going to start Q-Dog at the 3, and I got Giannis and I got Randall. They're going to, you got a team. You got a team, and you got defense. You got defense, see? So you can go a couple of ways, but to me, it depends on what Milwaukee's asking for. That's really what it comes down to. That's why it's hard to say right now. But I could tell you what, I know Brunson ain't going nowhere, and I know Grimes ain't going nowhere. I can tell you that right now. They're not going anywhere. IQ, because he's starter level. And you are getting a starter, and you're going to want, if you're Milwaukee, another starter. So you're going to want a starter there with IQ. You're going to want another starter. So you might want a Julius. You might want a Randy. You might want an RJ. You get, one or two of those guys. And, man, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So the Knicks are in the strongest position because let's say they lost, let's say they gave up Emmanuel Quickley, they gave up RJ Barrett, and they gave up Mitchell Robinson. That's big. But you're getting Giannis, you got Grimes, you got Brunson, you got Vincenzo, you got Hart, you got Sims, you got Deuce, you got Hartenstein. You still got a hell of a team. And all of those guys are pieces to a championship. They're not main pieces. Your main piece is Giannis. And if you're Giannis, you're going on to a team where if you're with Randall or you're with Brunson or both of them, you in good shape. You're in very good shape. And they can pay you. They can pay you. Okay. You see, so there's a couple of ways, but I want to tell you something. The Knicks have the best shot of getting this done. And if Milwaukee loses in the first round, the percentage goes up from 75. Thank you, Keith Blocker. If the Knicks get Giannis, they will have the #1 defense in the league. They will be in the top. There's no doubt. With Thibodeau, what? And I'm telling you right now, one of the reasons Randall sucks sometimes on defense is because he's saving his energy for offense. He won't have to do that with Giannis. Giannis will create so many problems that you're going to get Q-Dog wide open shots. You're going to get Brunson wide open shots, and you're going to get Randall one-on-one opportunities. Forget it. It's going to be difficult for every team to deal with. New York becomes top seed in the East right away. I'm telling you. So let's go back over this then. Y'all ready? I'm telling you right now, next summer, Milwaukee they're trading Giannis. They're going to blow this thing up. There's no way. You're paying $50 million in luxury tax and you're not even getting to the finals? Are you following me? You're paying $50 million in luxury tax and you're not even getting to the finals? Nah, dude. Nah. The reason I can sleep on Brooklyn, Carlos, is because they gave away a lot of their draft capital to get Harden, right? They get Harden. They gave away a lot of their draft capital, right? So they got to build slow. They're not going to get Giannis. They don't have enough. They don't have enough. The Knicks are the only team with the draft capital, with the structure of organization, and with the talent to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. And if I'm Milwaukee, you're a businessman. You're not in the business of losing money. Okay? They don't have enough picks, Carlos. That's what I'm saying to you. They don't have enough picks. See, they don't have enough picks. The Knicks can give them 5 #1s in 3 years. Oklahoma City can give them 6. Houston can give them 5. Nobody else could get that. Nobody could do that. Okay, so they're not going to do that. But the Knicks are in the strongest position. I am only guaranteeing one thing. Milwaukee's going to trade Giannis Antetokounmpo next summer. I'm telling y'all that. They're going to trade Giannis next summer. Even if Giannis didn't come out with the statements he came out with, which he did, they're going to trade him because they got Chris Middleton, age 33, Holiday, age 34, Lopez, age 36. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. The Knicks are in the strongest position. The Knicks are in the strongest position. So I am very confident they're in the running for Giannis. And like I said, I think there's a 75% chance. No, he'll be 36 at the end of next season. At the end of the season, when they got to make these decisions, he'll be 36. He's 35 this year, but he'll be 36 when you're talking about next year. So you're talking about 36-year-old Lopez, 33-year-old Middleton with a long injury history, 34-year-old Holiday. I don't think so. I don't think so. Y'all hear him? I don't think so. I don't think so, y'all. I don't think so. I'm blowing that mess up right away. I'm getting what I can for 30-year-old Giannis Antetokounmpo. What can I get for him? How can I rebuild? And how can I make the rebuild as fast as possible? And they just hired a coach that is perfect for a rebuild, didn't they? They just hired a coach that's perfect for a rebuild. They just hired a guy that's perfect for the rebuild. I don't know how much of a playoff coach he be. I can't judge him really one way or the other, but I know he works with young players. I know he does. What's the dude's name? I know he works with young players. So I'm not. They're going to be in good shape. What's the guy's name there, man? It's the boy's father there from Atlanta. Yeah, but So Adrian Griffin, good for young players. Adrian Griffin is like the guy the Nets just let go of, which they shouldn't have let. Kenny, Atkinson. Adrian Griffin is Kenny Atkinson. You got a perfect guy. You get you an IQ. You get you, at least one other starter, if not two, and then you get you 5 or 6 number ones. You go on with life. You get rid of everybody else and you go on with life. That's how you do this thing, man. That's how you do it. Okay, that's how you do it. So if I'm Milwaukee, I am definitely trading Giannis next year. I am not waiting. I'm not. Yeah, you can get it exactly, Coach Hauser. You can turn this around. So with an IQ who will be like 24, you get a Mitch Rob, or you get an RJ who'll be like 24. Mitch Rob be like 25. You get, another starter. You get a Dante DiVincenzo or something like that. You're starting to rebuild quick. You're getting number ones to build for your future. That's how you do this, man. That's how you do it. And I use these guys that I got left: Middleton, Lopez, Holiday. They're my backups now. I'm bringing these young dudes in there. They're taking over. I'm having these old heads back them up and try to look for trades for them, like we try to do it with Fournier now. Create more cap space and build. If I'm Milwaukee, I'm saying this management, if you're just a common sense, you're not going to pay $50 million in luxury tax and not win. You can't be doing that. You can't. Okay? You can't be doing that. You got to rebuild. You got to do it. So, the other one's like on a minimum deal. I'm not worried about Robin. He's like on a minimum deal. But Brook is getting $23 million. Okay? Brook is getting $23 million. Yeah, so you get RJ, you get a Quick, you get 5 or 6 number ones. You're going to be in good shape, man. You're going to be in good shape. And don't let them get to keep Mitchell Robinson. See, if they keep Randall and Robinson, because now Robinson becomes backup to Giannis. Giannis starts at the 5, and you bring Mitch Rob off the bench with Mobb Deep. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Man, you know what you would turn Robinson into at that point? He'll become Marcus Camby. Remember Marcus Camby coming off the bench with Latrell Sprewell? Y'all remember that? That's what you'll have. You'll have that coming off your bench. Oh, my gosh, man. With Giannis and Jrue, oh, my gosh. That's what I'm saying. So the Knicks have the assets, both in terms of draft capital. They create the space. Remember, they're losing Fournier's $19 million, and so that's gone. And then you're going to have space with you re-signed IQ. You wait till July. Don't worry about the poison pill. IQ goes out. He's their starting point guard for the next 5, 6, 7 years. Then you go get them another starter, either a RJ or a Mitchell Robinson or a Randall. But I'm thinking it's going to be RJ because of his age, because he's young, he's good. He's going to, he's really on the verge of as Clyde would say, he's on the verge of greatness. You get that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Okay. I'm doing that. If I'm Milwaukee, I'm looking at that, especially you're going to lose him anyway. But you really want to rebuild as it is. You don't want to sign him to a $250 million deal because you're already in luxury tax hell. So you know what? You want to get out of luxury tax hell and start over. You'll have locked up IQ for 4 seasons. You'll have RJ Barrett locked up for 2 more seasons, and he's still young. You know, to me, this is no brainer in terms of next summer, they're trading Giannis next summer. That's just a business move. That's straight business move. They're trading Giannis next summer. Question is, who's going to get him? And I'm telling you right now, the Knicks are in the strongest position of all teams to attract him. Whether it depends now. Last is up to Giannis. Don't forget that. But if you're Giannis, why are you leaving Milwaukee? Remember, why are you leaving Milwaukee? Because you hate the city? No, you're leaving Milwaukee because what? You want to win a championship. He said it. He said, I need that Larry O'Brien trophy. He said, I need some more Larry O'Briens. That's what he said. I need some more Larry O'Briens. Well, you're not getting it in Oklahoma City, not right away. You're not getting it in Houston right away, but daggone it, you can get it in New York. You could get it in New York. You understand? You could get it here. So, yeah. You went other way and continue to rebuild the draft. What's the next position of need? That's the problem, Reggie Phillip. That's the problem. There is no strong position of need right now. There is none. I'm going to be fair about it. There is no strong position of need. The Knicks are set at point guard. They sit at 2 guard. They got enough depth at the 3. They got enough depth. Really, you could argue about the 4. Some people still whining about Josh Hart playing the 4 or RJ. I'm not. They still good. They really, there's no position of need right now. They tight. The Knicks are tight. They really are. Top to bottom, all 5 spots. They good. They really are. They got everything tight. So no, I'm not worried about the draft. That's why I'm willing to give away the number 1. I'm not worried about the draft. This is the time, and this is what I talked about when we talked about the thumbnail, the title of today's show is Perfect Storm. The Knicks are developed into a playoff team, a long-term sustainable winning team. They put themselves in position with young assets that they drafted and draft capital. They're perfectly positioned to go all in. And they can, and as we just discussed, they can go all in without killing themselves. Y'all hear what I'm saying? They can go all in without killing themselves. No, they don't need no Spider. They got Brunson. What they need Spider for? See, stop NBA 2K. We don't need Spider. We got Brunson. You don't need them both. That's the problem Cleveland had. They got 2 small guards, 2 point guards playing. No. Not going to work. And Spider is not strong enough on defense. I already got Brunson. I got my captain. I got my dude. Okay. No. But Giannis? Giannis? Nah. And they don't have to give away half the team to get him? Now, they'll give up some draft capital now. But I'll do that. So they give up 2 of their own number 1s, and then they got other teams. Let's see. The Knicks can give up 2 of their own number 1s, the 24 and 26 number 1s, right? They can't give up the 25. I mean, not without, so they give up 2 of their own number 1s, and they got Dallas's top 10 protected. That's going to translate. Luka and them Luka's too good. That's going to translate. So they got Dallas's, and then they got Milwaukee's own pick, only top 4 protected in 2025. They send them that back, right? They still got Dallas. So they got their own pick in 24. They got Dallas's pick in 24. They got Milwaukee's pick in 25. They got their own pick in 26. And I like the Detroit pick in 26 because Detroit, and you're talking about 3 years from now, Detroit with the young assets they got with Cade Cunningham and them cats ain't going to be scrubby forever, man. They're going to be knocking on playoff door in a couple of seasons. So I feel comfortable with the Detroit pick going over there also. So the Knicks got draft capital, right? They got draft capital, and they even giving all that up. That 3-year period is when we talking about chips. So we ready. We ready. The Knicks in a good spot. The Knicks in a good spot. Okay. So you get Brunson, Randall, and Giannis. And you got Q Dog out there too. What? What? And don't let him keep Mitchell Robinson. That'd be unfair. That'd be almost unfair, man. That'd be unfair. Yeah. So I'm liking what this looks like next year. Exactly how it's going to look, we don't really know yet. We're just speculating, but I'm 99% Milwaukee's trading Giannis next summer. There's no doubt in my mind this is going to happen. Unless Giannis said, I want to finish my career in Milwaukee. But he just said he wants a Larry O'Brien trophy. Let them cats lose and not get to the Eastern Conference Finals. He's gone, man. There's no doubt. He's gone. It's just a question of who's going to get him. And July, we're talking about that. See? So, yeah. July, we're talking about that. Yeah. So, anyway. Yeah, but forget Donovan Mitchell. I don't even know why anybody's still interested in Donovan Mitchell. You got Jalen Brunson. What are you talking about Donovan Mitchell for? You need a defensive ace next to him. That's why you got Quentin Grimes. You need a defensive ace next to Brunson. You can't put Donovan Mitchell there. Then y'all be whining about them not playing defense, and you would because they wouldn't. No, we good. We good on. It's unfortunate, but when the Knicks signed Jalen Brunson, the whole possibility of Donovan Mitchell went out the window. As soon as they signed Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell was gone, and there was a high possibility of losing Emmanuel Quickley because he should have been the next starter in line, in my view. But you're going to lose him too because you got Jalen Brunson. Okay, and he's in his prime now, Jalen Brunson, 27 years old. So, you're going to have a Jalen Brunson going on 28, and you're going to have Giannis at 30, and you're going to have Julius Randle at 30. You got 3 dudes that are stars, all-star, all-NBA players in their prime. Hell, man, y'all going to be in good shape. There's no doubt. Okay, we in good shape. There's no doubt. So we just right now, it's important for the Knicks to do well this season. Don't flop this season. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to be a 50-win team, and I think they're going to get into the second round. That's important. And if they get past the second round, if they knock on the door, if they're at the Eastern Conference Finals, Giannis is probably going to come here. He probably is, okay? Because that's the best chance he has of getting that Larry O'Brien. Unless he decides to go play with LeBron, for LeBron's last couple of forays or whatever, with Bronny coming and all that. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm trying to think of another team in the West that can compete for Giannis. I don't think Portland can do it. I'm really not high on the Clippers realistically getting that done. I don't like the Lakers because they are built around Ambulance Anthony and LeBron. I don't see how any other team can compete unless he wants to go to Utah. That's possible. Go to Danny Ainge, Jack the Ripper. I don't know, but I don't know. We have to see. I don't see how this gets done. I don't see how, in terms of winning that Larry O'Brien right away next 2 years. I don't know. The Knicks are in the best position. That's why it's very important, y'all. No trades. Play this year out. Play these dogs, man. Let's see what we can get. I think we can get some good run. The Knicks can they can make some noise this year. So let them do that. Then we'll be ready. Okay. You can't count Evan Shifty Lee. You cannot count Evan Fournier. He will not be available. He won't even be on the team. He'll be gone. Okay. Don't count Evan. Plus, if you're Milwaukee, you don't want Evan. So let's forget Evan. Okay. You telling me, listen, y'all please ask the question. Answer the question. You're the Bucks. Do you want Evan Fournier in a rebuilding team? Can you talk to me? Do you want Evan Fournier on your rebuilding team? Question. Do you want him in your rebuilding team? Are you ready? You hear me? Do you want Evan Fournier on your rebuilding team? Let's stop mentioning stuff that ain't going to happen. Yeah, send them to friends. Jay Ellis said it right. Send them out there to wee. Go wee in Paris somewhere. Get your French bread and wee in Paris somewhere. I don't want him in Milwaukee. I'm Milwaukee Bucks. I'll be laughing at you. What you talking about? Having fun here for what? Shoot, let's get back to some serious talk. Can we talk about Emmanuel Quickley, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson? We want some starters, man. Shoot. Now, Evan Fournier family from North Africa. I think they from Algeria. I think Evan Fournier fam is from Algeria, if I'm not mistaken. I think they are. I don't think it's either Morocco or Algeria. Some of y'all check that for me. I think his father and mother from like Algeria or someplace in North Africa. That's where they from. He's African, man. So yeah, but yeah, send that bro out there with some wine and some French bread somewhere. Send him back to Paris. Shoot, forget Evan. Y'all stop including Evan Fournier. Now they're gonna want, if you're Milwaukee, you're gonna want. Yeah, I thought it was like Algeria. Yeah, Algeria. Thanks, Joker. I thought it was North Africa, Algeria. Yeah, but they're gonna send that boy away. Forget him. Hopefully they trade him before the deadline. Just get this cat out of our head. Trade him before the deadline, man. That's all I'm saying. So forget Evan Fournier. But you got to look at Emmanuel Quickley as your number one target. That's your starting point guard for Milwaukee. So what they're going to sign him for, like I said, between 20 and 25 million this year, that's what they're going to sign him for per year. He's going to get that. And he's their starting point guard. And so now you need another starter. You need at least one more starter, if not two. You send to Milwaukee. Yeah, right. Exactly. No, you're right, Jay Ellis. But if I'm Milwaukee, I want some starters. Young starters, right? That makes sense. I want young assets and I want draft capital. I'm looking for young assets and draft capital. If I'm going to do a rebuild now, and I'm using Giannis now, I want some young assets. So you got the Knicks. You want to talk about young assets, right? You will not be mentioning Evan Fournier. And you don't even need him for the money because you're going to have Emmanuel Quickley, R.J. Barrett. You're going to have Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. Two of them four gets the money done. You put the right two together, you're talking about $40-50 million. So you're talking about for RJ, for example, he's $24 million. And then you're going to probably be giving Quick 22, I'm thinking at least. So that right there is 46 mil. You need to match 50. So you send Dante or you send Josh Hart. Done. Plus 5 or 6 number ones. Done deal. That's all I'm saying. Done deal. Okay? Done deal. That's it. So we don't need to be talking about, if I'm New York, I'm trading Evan Fournier at the deadline because I'm still getting his $19 million off my books. And I'm trading him for nothing. I'm buying him out and letting him go. Gone. Okay? Gone. Do something. That's all I'm saying. And somebody gonna want a shooter, a 30-year-old shooter. Somebody can use that. But nah, I'm not picking up that option. I ain't worried about him. And if I'm the Bucks, I don't want him. I don't want him. Yeah, I'm hoping he's gone by the deadline, really. But seriously though, if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, you want 2 or 3 starters, and you can get them from the Knicks. You can get 2 or 3 starters plus draft capital. Your rebuild will take you 3 seasons at the most. 3 seasons and you're back if you're Milwaukee. So I would do that. And who knows, there's always young studs coming out. And there's going to be more guys available as free agents over the next 2 or 3 seasons that are young now and going to blossom. So you could have a lot, if you're the Bucks. That's what I'm saying. There's no way. They're not keeping Giannis past this season. They're just not. They got to move him and they got to start over. The $50 million in luxury tax? Oh, hell no. Nobody's that dumb, y'all. No owner is that stupid. Nobody. $50 million in luxury tax? No. So that's going to move. That's going to happen. Yeah. We can trade them back their own number one. We could give them 2 of our number ones I mean, in the next 3 seasons. We can give them their own number one back, and we can throw in Dallas's pick. That's 4 right there. And then I like the Detroit pick in 2026. They can give them all of that. 5 number ones. There you go. Or we could give them a future 2027 of ours if that's what they want. Okay, we could do that. But we can give the Knicks can give them 5 number ones pretty comfortably and not kill ourselves. We can give them at least 2 starters and not kill ourselves. Y'all follow me? You're talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo, so you can give him 2 starters, maybe even a 3rd starter. Like I said, you can give him IQ, who's coming off our bench, but he's a starter. You can give him RJ Barrett, right? And you can give him Mitch Robinson. You can give him IQ, RJ Barrett, and you can give him Dante DiVincenzo. Those 3 cats right there, that's more than $50 million. That's more than $50 million. You're talking about 12 million. You're talking about 22. That's 34 million plus 24. You're talking about 50, $60 million, 58, $60 million. That gets the deal done. Plus you throw in 5 number ones. Done deal. Done deal. Okay, done deal. So, yeah. And then we could still keep Fournier and get rid of the 19 million. There you go. That adds to, because we got to extend Giannis. We're going to have to extend Giannis. Okay. And that's why I'm telling you, Quentin Grimes ain't going nowhere. He's only making like $2 million. And so you got another year of keeping him in the rookie deal, and he's a starter. No, you're keeping him. No, you're keeping him. You're keeping him. Yeah. So. Yeah. Giannis, we'll take you, brother. Yeah. Bring Giannis over here. Yeah. Giannis, we'll guarantee his deal for $3 million a year. Bring your scrub brother with you too. And what about the other kid? Give me the other kid too. Give me all the Antetokounmpos. Give me all of them, Giannis. We got the whole thing set up. We'll hook you up. We'll hook your brothers up. They got guaranteed money over here. Shoot. So yeah, I think we're in a very good spot. I like everything the Knicks are doing. I like where this is going. I'm still looking at a 50-win team this year, a nice, hopefully, playoff run. And, and then, the Bucks are trading Giannis. I'm telling y'all. If they keep Giannis past next year, oh, my God, that would be the dumbest move. I ain't seen many dumb moves. There's so much parity in the NBA right now because everybody's smartening up, okay? It's not just like your Oklahoma Cities, your San Antonios, your Houstons, your Detroits. Everybody's smartening up. So there's a lot of parity. Nobody makes stupid moves anymore. I don't think it would be very stupid for Milwaukee to keep Giannis past next year. It would be very stupid, especially if he doesn't sign an extension. It would be stupid. Okay, so I'm guaranteeing you at least 99% sure if he doesn't sign an extension, they trading him next summer. Okay, they traded. Yeah, we got Pookie and Giuseppe and Donis and Bonis and bring the whole Greek crew. Bring your mommy and daddy here too. We sign all of you. Everybody gets minimum deals. That's right. Bring your cousin from Athens. Bring your cousin from Athens, man. We got them all. We got them all. We got them. We ready. You got Pookie, Shuki. Bring them all. We good. Bring the whole Gyro crew, baby, Giannis. Bring the whole Gyro crew. We got you in New York. We Gyro City, baby. Got the whole crew. Oh, man, I'm telling you, boy. Now, what? One thing I got to tell y'all that I think y'all will agree with. Very few cities in NBA, there's others, but could roll out the red carpet for a guy like Giannis, like New York. Am I lying? There's very few cities that can roll that red carpet out like New York. Like LA could do it. LA could do it. Miami could do it. LA could do it. But I don't know. I'm prejudiced. They can't do it like us, though. They can't. The Knicks can make this brother feel very comfortable, man. They can make this brother feel very comfortable, man. They can roll out that red carpet. they had that brother better than the president. I'm telling you right now, this brother be like the Pope walking up in here. They be really, yeah. So yeah. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. So yeah. So let's wrap up. Milwaukee, let's be conservative about it. There's a 95% chance they're going to trade Giannis next July. 95% chance. The Knicks have a 75% chance of signing him. A 75% chance. Okay? They're in the best position of any team to get him. Okay? We really like Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, and Jeff Van Gundy. If Clyde got to take a step back, and we all understand why, he's not retiring or anything, but just, he's a New York icon, New York fixture, New York legend. Listen, again, if the Knicks are going to put a statue of anybody in front of Madison Square Garden, it better be Walt Frazier. And I hear y'all, if some of y'all was to say Patrick Ewing or Willis Reed, I got you. I hear you. But nah, it's got to be Clyde. Hall of Famer as a player, two-time champion, Hall of Famer as an announcer. Nope. Clyde, you got to have Clyde out there. So if you're going to do a statue in New York in front of the Garden, you better do a nice bronze one of our boy Clyde. So Clyde is the institution. But if he's stepping back, which is what this whole thing is about, he's stepping back at age 78 a little bit. His birthday's in the spring. He'll be 79. So, he's going to step back a little bit. Cool. I like the idea of bringing Van Gundy and Mark Jackson with Mike Breen. Let's do that. 100 times. IQ is going to get his money before the first night of the season, before the opening night. IQ will have his money. He's going to have his money. They're going to pay him, I think, somewhere between 20 and 25 million per season with incentives. You know how the Don roll. But he's going to end up, somewhere in the 20s, low to mid 20s as far as a salary. That's what you're going to pay him. He's also the number one target going out in the Giannis Antetokounmpo deal in July. Don't worry about the poison pill. It'll be July. It'll be his new salary. That's not even worry about. So he'll be the starting point guard in Milwaukee if we're getting Giannis. And then you're going to see what else they can add, whether it be an RJ, a Mitchell Robinson, or Julius Randle. I'm telling you right now, forget Quentin Grimes. He's not going anywhere, and neither is Jalen Brunson. Those two guys are staying, okay? But anybody else, from the starting group can go. And then you still got Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart. Those two guys are also, because of their salaries and how they will impact a good team, they can also go. But not both of them. Okay, so you're going to get of Julius, Mitch Rob, RJ, Emmanuel Quickley, Dante DiVincenzo, and Josh Hart. That's 6 players. You're going to get 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them that's going to go. Okay, which 2 or 3 we'll find out. The money matches easily, especially if you extend RQ. The money matches. You got RJ with his money, Mitch Rob, it all matches. Okay, no problem. I think they're going to try to keep Randall. Y'all know how much Randall is loved in New York, but you got to be honest. If you put Giannis at the 5 and you put Randall at the 4, yeah, the Knicks are going to be rough, man. They're going to be rough. They're going to be really rough. Shoot. And you could start Dante DiVincenzo or Josh Hart, but probably Dante, and you got Q-Dog at the 3. The Knicks rough, because now you got shooting in Brunson, you got shooting in Dante, you got shooting in Q-Dog, and you got Randall, Brute, and you got Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Not talking about theory. The guy's been Defensive Player of the Year. So, yeah, and I'm giving him a 4-year whatever. What do you want, bro? 4-year, $250? Done deal. We're getting that done. 4-year, $250, yours. What you want? We're getting it to him. I'm giving him what he wants. The Don gonna do that. Don opened the checkbook. He ain't stupid. Don's smart. He said, "Oh man, what you want? Done. Yeah, you want it? Done. Done. 75 minutes? Done. I'm doing it for him, and I'm doing it for 4 full years. Why? Because he's not going to be. I don't consider him a 30-year-old like most 30-year-olds. Look at Giannis as LeBron. When LeBron was 30, that was what, 6-7 years ago? Was he good? Yes. Is he still good? Yes. Antetokounmpo takes just as good care of himself as LeBron. He cares about the game. He cares about his body. He's very careful about it. In fact, he told one of the things he said in the article was, "I'm looking for guys that's willing to stay away from their families to win the O'Brien." That's Kobe like. That's LeBron like. You don't get that from superstars like that. That's this cat. So I'm not worried about him at age 30, 31, 32, 33. I'm not worried about that. Bring him. Okay, 34, bring him. Okay, so yeah. And if you want the whole Antetokounmpo family, bring Giannis, Banis, Athens, whoever. Bring Pookie Antetokounmpo, bring the whole crew. We got you. Gyros for everybody. Gyros for everybody. Yep, you could bring Jokubitis back. You could. You have room to do that because now you're going to move Deuce up if you're trading either Hart or Dante. I'd rather trade a Hart than Dante because Dante could step in and play that 2-guard spot. And you can move Q-Dog to the 3. I would love to get Jokubitis back in that scenario. Okay, I would love to get. Now you can bring back a Jokubitis. You're right, AJ. I bring him back then. You bring back a Jokubitis at age 22, 24, ready to play. Okay, so yeah, we can do this. That's what I'm saying. Shooting and space the floor. When you're talking about a Giannis, you need to space the floor. You got a Jonte, you got Q-Dog, you got Brunson. You can space the daggone floor. Daggone. You ain't front. You got still Deuce defense. You can bring in the Jokubitis right then. Then you could do that. And you still in good shape. Shoot. So now I like the way this is looking. I'm feeling very good about it. But I think we need to get this season, y'all, with the Knicks. Please, all y'all, we need all the support. Knicks Nation, support your squad. Forget firing Tibbs. That will mess you up. Forget trades. That'll mess you up. Keep everything tight right now. Let's root for this team. They might start slow. You got to give them the 25 games you normally give them. Don't start thinking, because they got continuity, you won't even give them 10 games to get together. Give them 25 games. Give them at least through Christmas. Let's see what happens. I think they'll be all right. They're going to start rolling. We'll be all right. Yeah, as I'm saying, Rebecca Harlow. I like Rebecca Harlow. You're gonna have our other girl, Chocolate Thunder, up there in the booth. You're gonna have Alan Hahn. Hey, Alan Hahn. Then you're gonna have the, oh, you talking about our girl, man. You talking about our girl. Salute Organic. What's up? You talking about our girl, man. Yeah. Nick Make Nut. Yeah. Make Nut. Yeah. So you got her, you got Rebecca Harlow just got a nice vibe to her. I like Rebecca Harlow. She got a nice vibe, man. I'm not looking at her like you look at McNutt, but I'm saying she's got a nice vibe. She got the New York swag. Yeah, I like Harlow. She got the New York swag to her, man. She cool. She real cool. So got her. You got, the little short dude, Pinto. What's that boy's name? Pito. You got Pito. You got little Pito over there. That plane. Boss, that plane. Pito. You got Alan Hahn. You got Zerbiak. Yeah, Taylor Rooks. Chelsea Schramm. We got a nice crew, y'all. And you add Van Gundy and Mark Jackson to the crew, we in good shape, man. Nah, I ain't forgot Monica. I got Chocolate. Did you hear me say Chocolate Thunder? Yeah. You right, Gilbert. I ain't gonna front. Right, Gilbert. I'm trying to be nice now. Pito, the fastest 150 in the NBA, right? They got to get rid of that daggone Friday Night Knicks song, though. I think we agree with that. They got to change the Friday Night Knicks song. They got to change it. I mean, they changed it. This year, they're going to Charleston, South Carolina for part of their training camp. They got to change that music, right? They got to get rid of it. Yeah, they got to just ask Giannis what he like. Ask Giannis what he like. Let's change the Friday Night Knicks. Ask Brunson, what you like? I don't know. Brunson Brunson taste in music. I don't know. Yeah, Brunson taste in music. I don't know. I don't know. Brunson got a different taste in music. Yeah, I don't know about him. I would ask Quentin Grimes. I would ask Q Dog. I would ask Mitch Rob. Well, Mitch Rob's a country boy. I don't know what he like either. Mitch Rob's a country boy from the Bayou. I don't know what he like. Yeah, I don't know what he like. But I think Randall might have a vibe to him. Surprisingly enough. Yeah. Brunson got some, stuff you might want to listen to in your elevator or something, but I don't know. None of them gonna have what we want. You know what we want, what I want, man. I want to give me some Prodigy. You know what I mean? Give me some, old dirty bastard. Give me some. You can't really do Biggie because that's Brooklyn. That's gonna be Brooklyn. Brooklyn. He kind of owns Biggie, so you can't really do Biggie. But give me some Tupac. You can do some. You could do some Lost Boys. You could do some. Hey, you could do some. Lamont. You know what I'm talking about. Big L. You can do Lamont. You could do some cats like that. Hey, you could do BX. You could do the BX cruise. You could do a KRS-One. You could do what's the boy's name? Lean Back. You could do Mobb Deep. Yeah, Mobb Deep. That's right. Prodigy. You could do that. You know what? Did y'all notice they did play some Mobb Deep during the course of the season? You could do some Onyx. You could do stuff like Terror Squad. You could do Terror Squad. You could do a lot of Big Pun. You could do a lot of dudes, man. You ain't got to come. MOP, Ante Up. I'd love to hear that. Oh, my God. They could clean it up, and they could run Ante Up. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They could run the, what you call it? The Vivo version of Ante Up. They could run the Vivo version of Ante Up. For real. So they got a lot of opportunity to do something, man. They ain't got to come with the banjo dude from Bluegrass or whatever the hell they doing with that cat, man. Come on, let's change that mess, man. Let's get something for real. Dang. And they like Nas. MSG likes Nas. Nas is always, they use Nas a lot on commercials and stuff. When you see them play, they be playing a lot of Nas commercials. Why can't they use Nas? Yeah, Fat Joe, Nas, they could do a lot of stuff, man. Hey, let's not forget DMX. Party up in here, DMX. They could do DMX. Ghostface Killer. Jay-Z is Brooklyn. Jay-Z messed up. Remember Craig Ward? He put that big thing, blueprint for greatness with the Nets, and then forget him. He's done. Yeah, don't forget Jay-Z. That's Brooklyn. You got to put him in Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn. No, but you got all them other cats. You could do it. Ja Rule. You could do Ja Rule. I'm from New York. You could do that. Yeah, you got a bunch of stuff you could do, man. Shrew. You ain't got to have that stuff. They could change this music. They got to do this. They got to change the music, man. Got to change it. But I don't mind DMX though. House up, party up in here. What's that other one? Stop, drop. What's the name of that? Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Yeah, they could do some DMX up in here too. Yep. So I mean, we got a lot of opportunity. Rough Rider, that's right. The Rough Rider, and thank you, JL. JL's knowing stuff. The Rough Rider, you could do Rough Rider up in here. We got a lot of opportunity. We got too much talent coming through New York for them to be playing this stuff they playing on Friday night. That's all I'm saying. Come on, come with something. Yeah. Something. Big Pun. Oh my God. Anyway. Hopefully. They're changing. They're going to Charleston, South Carolina for some training camp. They're getting JVG with Mark Jackson in there. Let's see what we could do, y'all. Let's let's move something. Let's move something. See what we could do. Okay, see what we could do. There's a lot of opportunity here for them to get something done. Right? Let's pick something. Maybe we should petition them. Say, listen, man. Jay Ellis, next time you get one of them cats, Jay Ellis be getting them cats on his show, man. He be getting. Hey, Jeff, did you have that mention on it, Peter? You had Peter on your show, didn't you, Jay Ellis? You had Peter on your show. Jay Ellis be getting these big names on his show. Next time you get somebody from Knicks, man, tell them, man, change that Friday night, man. Oh, not yet. Tell them change that Friday night. Next time you get an Alan Hahn or you get one of them cats, on your show, man, tell them this, man, change that mess, man. Sure. There's a cry from Knicks Nation. Change the music. Hey, next time you get one of them big, yeah, man. Yeah, start the petition, JL. That's right. Start the petition. That's what we do. Start the petition, man. Say, listen, man, y'all got to do something about this Friday night Knicks. You got to do something about that, man. They like Nas. They could do Nas. What's wrong with Nas? Pick something. Shoot. Pick something. Oh, man. Is that what the dude's name is, TW fan? Yeah, whatever, man. Please. I mean, all right. I don't know. Figure another gig for the cat. I don't want to lose his money, but daggone, man. Sure. Yeah. Talk to him. Hey, Jay Ellis had Chocolate Thunder on his show, though. I was there. Jay Ellis had Chocolate Thunder on his show. Maybe he could whisper in her ear. Monica, don't change the music. Monica, talk to him about the music. McNutt. Say, talk to him about the music. Monica, talk to him about the music. Yeah, Monica McNutt on it. Yeah, get her back, man. Let me not get carried away. But yeah, there you go. Hey, or if you could get girlfriend, what's her name? We were just talking about. If you could get Harlow on there, you can get my man's girl, Wally Zerbias thing on there. You could get Rebecca Harlow on there. Then, yeah, maybe get Rebecca. Tell me to change the music. Thank you, Joe Curry. Say, listen, let's change it, man. This is the year. This is the year of change. Let's change it. Y'all crazy. You think Monica could bust around? I ain't gonna see. You ain't gonna get me to say nothing stupid, Michael Drake. You trying, but I ain't gonna go for it. I'm not going for it. Yo, Jay Ellis has had Monica on the show though. He got the connects, man. He's like Clark Kent called Superman. And all of a sudden he shows up. He could do it. So yeah. Monica's okay. Yeah, for the Knicks, for real, Michael Drake, for real, do something. Yeah, I had to be there when Monica came. Yeah. That was nice. Yeah, it was all messed up, but it was all good though. We got it for long enough. Oh, no, Craig, you can't be going to Miami like that. And I know who you're talking about too. You can't be doing it. Monica, I'm sure she can flow. I have all confidence in the world. She could. All the confidence in the world in Monica's abilities. Anyway, let me get out of here. Y'all, please be safe. Enjoy your weekend, what's left of it. And stay excited, brethren, because we got something this year. We got something, and we need the Knicks to really fulfill their potential this year. So we have a serious shot at one Greek Freak next summer, which is ridiculous that for us to even be in that conversation, y'all. Think about that. When's the last time the Knicks were seriously in a conversation about a superstar, about a top 5 player in the NBA in his prime? When's the last time the Knicks been in a serious conversation like that? I don't think it's been ever. Put it that way. Okay, ever. That's right, never. So this is showing you how far we've gone. Pops is he's thank you for your prayers, put it that way. I'm going to go see him today. He is, like I said, you have a heart attack, a stroke, and COVID all in the same week. It's a big. He was catching blows this week. He was catching blows, but he's still strong, man. He wasn't even able to talk or move on Monday, and he was able to eat, talk, everything on yesterday. So he's doing a lot better. Thank y'all for your thoughts and prayers. Really, really appreciate that. For y'all, really appreciate that. I'm gonna go see him in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go back over there and see my daddy. Make sure they taking care. I'm on their behind, making sure they taking care of my pops, man. So yeah, it's all good. But just keep praying. He's really fighting back, though. He really is. He's fighting back. Thank y'all for your prayers. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. Y'all really please be safe out there. Enjoy your family while you got them. Believe me. Enjoy your family while you got them. Yeah, the stroke. He had the heart attack said caused a blood clot that went to his brain and caused the stroke. And then like 24 hours, 30 hours later, COVID. So it was all crazy. It was all crazy. All crazy. But thank you all for your prayers. Greatly appreciate that and the thoughts that y'all have for my dad. Greatly appreciate it. Y'all really been better to me than I deserve. There's no doubt about it. I greatly appreciate that. Please, though, be safe out there for yourself. Watch out for your own family, too. Sure.